Please welcome Margaret O'Kell.
Hello.
Welcome, Margaret.
Welcome.
So, how are you finding lockdown?
Challenging, but not managing not so bad.
So, I know you run a drama group, so how did you feel having to cancel the sessions?
It was very sad, really, because we'd started to do a play that was written by the group, and we worked very hard on it, and we were just ready to put it into production. And we had the lockdown, and we just moved to a new venue, which we all liked and really enjoyed. And then there was the lockdown, and we've not been able to do anything since, unfortunately. But I have been in touch with the group on WhatsApp chat, and hopefully I'm going to do a Zoom meeting with them at some stage, just to keep us in the loop, really, and to see how they're going on with the play.
How did you find out about Zoom?
Actually, it was when I was doing my mindfulness, and somebody sent me a link and said, if I download the Zoom app, I'll always be able to use it. So I've used it for my mindfulness, my drama, because I'm doing a drama project at the moment. We have quizzes with the family, so we've been able to see the family, which is marvellous. And it's a really good, I think it's a really good tool for communicating in these sad times.
So I know you've obviously got the WhatsApp and the Zoom. How important do you think it is to be able to remain in the loop and in contact throughout this pandemic?
Well, I think it's very, very important talking to people, even though it is through the social media and technology. It's been an absolute Zoom. I mean, we've been saying actually to one another, Tony and I, that if we hadn't had this, say we didn't get it 20 years ago, we wouldn't have had it 20 years ago, what would we have done?
I don't know, really. So do you think it'll be long before you see the members face to face again rather than through social media?
I think they're going to be very cautious about having a second wave of this terrible, terrible virus that's hit this country really bad. And unfortunately, it has affected a lot of the vulnerable and the old people.
Yeah, so just going on to the members, what are the members like? Like, are they like each other, like brother and sister, or do they each have like their own persona in a way?
They each have their own characters. I mean, I've had a couple of them since they were very young, and they've sort of grown up now, and they're still with me. And but they're all very, very good with one another. They interact with one another, which is marvellous. And when I very first started the group, it wasn't the case. They didn't interact very well. They weren't very socially. They didn't really like talking to one another. But since the group started, it's just been marvellous to see them grow, really, in personality, social, socially in every way.
Do you think the drama sessions are important for these people with mixed ages to keep mixing and talking to one another?
Well, I certainly do, yes. Well, I've been running it now for maybe 12 years now, and the parents have all said how much and how confident the people are that come to the group that weren't before.
In my research, I've seen that you've been to many venues. How many have you actually been to? Like, and could you describe the sort of places you've been to?
With the group, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Gateway once, and we took the murder mystery to us. Do you mean where we've been
as a
performing?
group? So no, I mean where we've done rehearsals and.
Oh, where the rehearsals are. Yeah, well, we started out at first at St Bridget's, which was in Cinnamon Brow, and then we moved on to Cinnamon Brow Farm, and then we moved to Birchwood High School, and then we moved to Padgate Community Centre, and then now we're moved to Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful Studio, which is in Bruges.
I know that you've also missed out another place, which was Howley, the old school.
Oh yes, sorry, yeah, we did. We were in Howley we only went there for about a year, but
I know
the
you didn't
idea,
like it there.
well, it wasn't that. It was the idea was that the other group that was there, which was run by Mike Hewitt, we were going to amalgamate and be one, but it never really worked out that way, unfortunately. So, and we didn't particularly like being put in a nursery, which was the only room that was available to us at the time. And I didn't think it was a very nice place for them to do drama, seeing teddy bears and Wendy houses and little tiny chairs. So I didn't think it was a really good venue.
You talk about this place in Bruges. I know you've been putting a production on there lately. Could you tell me about the production, what they've written?
Right, the production is called An Inspector Called, and it's about this inspector that comes to inspect different venues. One is a Cornish, well, it's a cafe, a working man's cafe, and what transpires there, I mean, I won't tell you too much because you have to come and see it, but and then we move on to a fish and chip shop that has an instant fish and chips, which is it's quite comical. And then we move on to an Italian restaurant where the inspector, he comes and he inspects all the venues, and it's quite comical what happens to him in the end.
Is it going to be like a normal theatre when it's performed?
No, what we're going to do, hopefully, is have the parents come in, obviously, and have tables set up as if it's like in a nightclub, if you like, and they're going to perform on set.
So, how well have the group took to having to go into lockdown when you've been in the middle of a performance rehearsal?
Well, it's been a bit sad, really, for them. I'm trying to get, like I said, us all together so we'll be able to do a bit of scripts and that. But I've not really got the handle myself of Zoom yet to become a Zoom host. So maybe one of the members who has got an account will sort of invite us all, and then we can all get together and do the scripts.
Yeah. Is this the first time you've ever experienced a lockdown with the group?
Oh yes, yeah. This is definitely the first time. It's the first time for me. I've never been locked down before.
And do you think it will ever happen again?
No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, who knows really? But I think next time we'll be more prepared.
Well, hopefully we'll be more prepared. That's Margaret O'Kell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Margaret.
All right. Thank you very much.